Brian Smith and the Coyotes are just a few signatures away from the team moving from Arizona to Utah.
Relocation is becoming more and more real for Coyotes fans.
The announcement to bring the NHL to Utah is expected next week.
Finally, our long national nightmare is over. The Arizona Coyotes are being taken off life support. After years of throwing resources on making them viable in the desert, it turns out there was no oasis. Only incompetence and incontinence alike. Hockey's version of constipation will now be sold to an eager ownership group out of Salt Lake City. The Kachino will be forcibly converted to Mormonism. Is it odd that I feel relief instead of sadness? As much as it sucks to see a team leave a city, it was honestly best for both parties to go their separate ways. The situation had gotten way too toxic and there was no short-term solution that was viable. They couldn't just play another half-decade in a college arena, you know. Ownership's plan Z is to buy land on the outskirts of Phoenix. Great! It's not up for auction until June and the starting price is over $65 million. It needs full infrastructure development, let alone project construction. And that's if they have the winning bid. The NHLPA was already throwing a bitch fit over the Coyote situation. We're dead men walking the moment Tempe was shot down. And we all knew it. So the league kinda nudged Alex Meruelo in the direction of selling. Schmoozed him up and told him, hey man, we like you, but everyone's getting pissed at us and we need to save face. Can you sell the Coyotes to some men in Utah and we'll give you top priority on an expansion team? If you can get an arena built, we'll pinky promise you. You heard that correctly. More expansion. The NHL loves it some quick cash and the consistent trolling of Canada as a whole. The league doesn't need expansion, but with the stuff going around about Atlanta, Houston, and more, it's inevitable. Just like the Coyotes headed to the Great Salt Lake. Utah, you're getting a team that hasn't had success but offers incredible promise in the future. One hoarding draft picks until the end of time eternal, with intriguing prospects and young stars aplenty. A team that's shown flashes of brilliance this past season. One with an outside chance of making it to the playoffs. Well, as long as they don't have their seemingly perennial collapse. They have some work to do, mainly renovating their arena for hockey, but I think they could do well up here if run correctly. The new ownership group is chomping at the bit to take them on, and they have experience in running the Jazz. They've been a competent franchise organizationally, so I'm expecting stability from them in this new era. Coyote saga was just black eye after black eye. There's nothing I've said that hasn't been said before. It's a testament to a 20-year-long shit show that somehow is still continuing on. One that hit rock bottom when a privately funded arena with all the fixins was resoundingly rejected in favor of a toxic landfill. Hope they enjoy that landfill. Somehow it's been better run than the Coyotes. Here's the thing, I'm absolutely open to trying in Phoenix again. Just like Atlanta, the city was plagued with god-awful ownership and failure at every turn. It could do well with the right man heading the enterprise. That man is not Meruelo. There has been absolutely nothing that has given me any faith in him owning another team. The headaches off the ice, being booted out of Glendale, failing to pay what's owed on numerous occasions, hell, it happened again this past year with a Toronto hotel. Malignant toxicity in the workplace and in the community. They weren't even going to tell their players that they were about to move until it had been leaked to the public. I'm not angry at Alex, I'm just bitterly disappointed. The NHL hailed this guy as their savior. He further dragged this franchise into the mud and is somehow making hundreds of millions of dollars from it. To be fair, it was the only way he would sell the team. Bettman stuck his dick in crazy, now he gets to deal with the aftermath. And he'll still deal with it as Alex will still own the Tucson Roadrunners. So this bleak chapter of hockey history is behind us. Or is it? If Bettman and Meruelo are behind it, the answer there is obviously not. The disaster in the desert isn't dead. It's merely being cryogenically frozen next to Ted Williams in the hopes that a cure for their woes is found. When that happens, they'll get first dibs on a future expansion team. As long as Meruelo pays back $1 billion from the sale. Leave it to the NHL to make things convoluted and hard to follow.
Say no he has the resources.
Say no to
excuse me one
hockey in
second.
Tempe.
I'll tell you what. How about we have a discussion when I'm done, because it's a little distracting.
Please.
And I'm trying to do that. Okay?
Please, protect essential employees.
Give me a few minutes with the media, and then we can talk all you want.
Thank you.
Thank you.